I guess maybe I can be a bit of a lens nerd, if you want to say it. No, but I never I've never really I care about cameras, but and I'm not it's not something that deeply matters to me. I have I know which cameras I prefer to work with, and I know what I usually want to have on my shoulder, et cetera, et cetera. But for me, glass has always been more important. My first investment ever was a set of old Cook Pancros that very quickly became my favorite set to work with, regardless, not just because I owned them, but they just had a quality that I think I really connected with. And it really was the only thing that I ever considered buying, or I sold them 3-4 years later and bought some anamorphics early on in the anamorphic resurgence that now has sort of taken over everything, and which is why I ended up selling them again. But I
What did you buy?
I bought a set of I sold my Cook Pancros, and I bought a set of Lomo anamorphics that I completely rehoused and rebuilt in London, because I liked the
Wow.
Cook Pancros so much. I ended up taking the Lomo rare elements out and replacing them with Cook Speed Pancros, so that they were sort of a hybrid Lomo Cook Pancro anamorphic lens that I really enjoyed, and I shot a lot of projects on those, and I think they have a great look. But then again, I also think I think more and more I've realized that, and people might disagree with me, but I find sometimes that just owning gear just pushes you or forces you to, more so consider your own stuff rather than just, looking at what's out there and what might be best for the project. And I think I just also just enjoy not having the extra pressure or stress of, making sure your gear is up to par and not falling apart, especially with older glass. There's always small problems here and there, and I'm not a type of person who really gets too upset or stressed about oh, this lens isn't perfectly 100% sharp across the board. It's just the way certain things are, and sometimes sometimes it can be. There have been issues in the past, but in the end, that's kind of what you have
Yeah.
to expect with that type of equipment, and it's also, I think, why I ended up selling them. So